Episode 166. Today we recap the Astros series and preview the upcoming series against the Philadelphia Phillies. You're listening to the Bucko Banter podcast, brought to you by the Just Baseball Media Network. Cue the music.
Rockin' 101s, yeah, she compliment my taste. Whiskey in my lemonade, cause I like the way it tastes. Best seats at the Pirates game, they let me run the base. Yeah, my time is like my money, cause I can't afford to waste. Wifey is a lawyer, take my date to my dates. Order steak by the plates, and in case after case, run my race at my pace, clear the grass of the snake.
Welcome back to another episode of Bucko Banter. We are here on a Thursday night, and we don't know the outcome of the Astros series yet. We were at the ballpark for a few hours, and the game has not started yet. So we decided to come home and, talk some Buccos baseball before the series is decided, if it's even played tonight.
All I know is they tied the series.
They tied.
In my mind, that's good enough. I had some dollar dogs tonight. We're all good. Do you have a dollar dog?
I had one, and I regret it because it was gross. I need char on my dog, dude. Like, I don't need this boiled hot dog that has no color, with a soggy bun.
It's gray.
It's gross.
It's not.
It's not even. Yeah, the color. It has less color. It's not even like a hot dog color. It's like gray, like you said.
Well, let me ask you this: the last hot dog that you purchased at PNC Park, was a regular hot dog that you paid full price for.
Jumbo hot dog from the market.
A jumbo hot dog from the market. You did a food review on it. You could find it on one of the vlogs. The bun on that was rock hard. And today they are as soggy as can be. Plus with the rain, it's the perfect storm. What do you prefer then?
That's a trade-off. Like the last hot dog I got, like you said, the bun was hard, but the dog was cooked very well. So there was a trade-off. The bun sucked. The dog was good. The dog is kind of the main,
it's
the main
driver
character of the food. So I was happy. I could have been happier, but I wasn't as let down as I was tonight with the dollar dogs.
Okay. Did you put anything on it?
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
I'm a big chili on hot dog guy. Do you like chili on hot dogs?
I didn't know you were a Cincinnati scum.
Not that kind of chili, man. Listen, let me tell you something, and we'll go right into baseball after this because I know no one wants to hear me ramble about Newcastle. But Newcastle is the hot dog capital of America.
That's all right. Pause.
Go look at the geotags. Open up your Snapchat. Open up your geotags. It's fireworks capital of America, hot dog capital of America.
Sure.
I'm not lying. So
all right, go on.
I like a Coney Island hot dog from Newcastle with ketchup and chili. And some people make fun of me for that. They're like, ketchup and chili, that seems kind of like not a good mix. It's a very good mix. So try
That's
it.
bad. It's bad.
No.
Don't try that.
It's good. It's good.
That's bad. That's bad for your health. Before we get any further, go to tseshop.com to get all your Pittsburgh sports memorabilia needs. Pirates, Penguins, Steelers, and more. You can go over to TSC Shop, get a Paul Skeens signed jersey, Andrew McCutchen autographed bat, much, much more. All the baseballs, photos that we give away at the games are courtesy of Total Sports Enterprises. So go to tscshop.com. You could go in the description of Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Click that link to let them know Bucko Banter sent you. Scott, let's get right into the headlines here. Nikki G is back in the lineup for the first time this year. It's probably what Ben Cherington envisioned his starting day lineup would look like, with Horwitz in lineup, Nikki G back, Andy Rodriguez healthy, Henry Davis there, and they got shut out. Right? I'm not saying that's kind of par for the course of what's happened this year, but Nikki G is back. He is in the lineup every day since he's been back. As part of that move, Solak was optioned. He declared for free agency, and then he was back with Indianapolis. Kyle Nicholas recalled back with the team as part of that transaction as well. Tanner Rainey was DFA'd and then cleared back to Indianapolis. And then Ronnie Simon was claimed off of waivers by the Pittsburgh Pirates, the former Miami Marlin, who made 4 errors in one game. You might have seen it. He is now back in the pros with the Pirates in the minor league system. If there's one thing that Ben Cherington loves, it's collecting below average middle infielders. So,
well, to be fair, we were told by our boss at Just Baseball Media Jack McMullen, who's the radio guy for the Marlins, you're going to love this kid. Like, just rave reviews about the guy himself.
I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah. I know
he's a great
blunder
guy.
Game. I know Jack was posting pictures of him taking grounders on the field. Like, he was out there pre-game, post-game, like doing extra work. He's very dedicated, and he seems like a plus human being. But I'm excited to see what he does in Indy. I don't know. He seems like more of like a I don't know, a below average hitting middle infielder, more of a utility guy, if you will, like a Alika Williams or some of the other guys that we have in this organization.
Who are the other guys?
Don't make me do this.
Come on, go through them real quick. You said Alika, you got one of them. You got Alika, you got Peggy, you got Frazier, you got Triolo, you got IKF.
Oh, whoa! Did you say Triolo?
You got Nick Solak. You got the whole
Nick
squad,
Solak.
Man.
Let's emphasize Nick Solak there for Jim Rosati, because Jim Rosati is married to the bit. Right. He also cleared waivers. He signed a minor league deal.
Yep.
Back in Indy, so he's still in the organization. Didn't get much of an opportunity up in the big leagues, in all seriousness. Like, right. He was up here on the roster and got 5 at bats? I don't know, like, not a lot.
Yeah, didn't have much of an opportunity, but let's be real, wasn't going to be much of a difference maker, all things considered.
Whoa!
Before we get into the recaps, I want to highlight something real quick, because the discourse between the Pirates fans and David Bednar has been significant this year, right? And I know you put out a tweet how his ERA is now 4.12. The guy bleeds black and gold, or as you put it, black and yellow, since 2011. It's the same thing, people. Okay.
The amount of tweets I'm getting, like, you mean black and gold? I'm like, I've never referred to the Pirates as black and gold. Maybe
black and yellow. It's black and yellow. It's black and yellow. But let's highlight this, because I think it's been lost in the sauce a little bit since he's been recalled, and since he's had such a terrible year and a couple of months from the David Bednar that we've known. Since he's been recalled, he's played in 19 games, 18 2/3 innings pitched, ERA 2.89, 3 holds, 6 saves. He's been solid. Now, has he had his blunders? Has he given up late inning home runs? Yes, he has. Is he the same David Bednar when he was a 2-time All-Star? Not there yet, but he's getting back to it, which then brings me to where I think Scott's mind is at, and has always been with David Bednar. If this value continues to rise towards the All-Star break, you can't possibly miss the second opportunity to move a high leverage arm.
You're not going to get as much for him, but I'll tell you what, there's a team coming to the town this weekend that could use some bullpen depth. There's a team in Boston that could use a starter and bullpen depth. There's a lot of teams out there. Everyone could use bullpen depth, but there are some big contenders out there that really need arms. And I think you could use that as leverage. You got Dennis Santana. You got David Bednar. Make the most of it while you can. Like I've always said before, it's better to trade a guy too early than too late, especially when you're in a rebuilding phase.
100% agree. Nobody should be off the table, right? I think if one thing I agree with any armchair GM is you at least consider everybody. It doesn't mean everybody's necessarily going to be gone or going to be thrown into trade packages, but I think you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't consider everybody on your team as a potential move, right? Like, no matter, even if they're a staple, like you're always listening, right? And then it's up to a competent front office to actually build around those pieces and move the right pieces. Going off of that, one last guy I want to highlight before we get into the game recaps is O'Neal Cruz, because the bat obviously has improved. We're going into the second full season. He hits the ball harder than anyone else in the league. He's putting up solid at bats. The defense, let's forget about the offense right now. The offensive numbers have been elite, right? Minus the chase and strikeout rate, he has been elite. The defense, he's starting to look like a true center fielder. It's clicked for him. And we knew it's going to take time. And I've been saying this. It's going to take some time. It's a huge learning curve. You don't just go out, not everyone's has that Tatis factor or the Jackson Merrill factor, where you can just go out there and something clicks and you're a gold glover, a platinum glover right away. With O'Neal Cruz, you're talking about a 6'7" body who is one of the faster guys in the league. There's a lot to corral there. And I think he's finally understanding how much ground he could actually cover, where his body control is in the outfield. And we're starting to see it. He's made some nice catches at the wall, 25% catch rate on some balls that he's making look effortless. I think that's what you're going to get from O'Neal Cruz in the outfield, and that's what the plan was. And he's a positive WAR player when it comes to O'Neal Cruz defensively right now. And he's also got a 127 WRC plus. So all around, this is a guy that you want to build off of, right? You want to keep around for the eventual, I hate to say the word rebuild, but like you keep forcing the issue of like, hey, when is this team actually going to be good? You have the pieces, like the pieces you want to build around. I'm not going to say rebuild. You're not shutting down the entire thing, but the pieces that you want in the lineup. On a
it doesn't have to be a rebuild, a full rebuild at least. But like I've said before, he's got all the potential in the world, and we know that. I think a lot of people know that. He's made strides in the outfield. It's new to him, and I guess given the current state of this team, it's a good time to figure it out. I think everyone's on the table though. Come July, I think everyone's on the table except for O'Neal and Paul. I really do. And this doesn't need to be a full rebuild. Like I said, this could be a quick turnaround. Like let's start with IKF before we get into the game recaps. IKF is batting what, 310? He's over 300.
Right.
What do you think we can fetch for IKF? Because I don't think IKF is a guy that you trade and you get a low-level prospect for. I think IKF, and you're not going to get a top 100 prospect for him. But I think IKF, it could be a Daniel Vogelback type trade, and I think the Pirates got more back than they should have for Daniel Vogelback. They got a very solid back-end reliever at the time. Could you get a major league close to ready or major league guy for IKF? A guy that's blocked or is, expensive or, is someone that this contending team doesn't need, is blocked.
For a team that needs a utility guy that's going to provide a good bat. Yeah, I think you get somebody that's close, or you can get a high leverage arm. 100%. I think you explore all of those 1-year contracts, but especially the guy that's succeeding right now that's not going to contribute to the team. And I'm telling you, IKF is not going to be back next year.
I'd be shocked if he's a Pirate in August. I'd be shocked.
Even if they fail to move him, right? IKF will never come back to Pittsburgh. Trust me, he will not come back to Pittsburgh. He has been used so poorly, and they have essentially ruined what his value is, right? Putting him as an everyday shortstop. IKF isn't an everyday shortstop. IKF hitting 310 and then playing third base, second base, shortstop in a pinch, and then maybe some outfield for you is where he holds his most value, right?
Ideally, he plays that Triolo role that Jared is playing right now.
Right.
Like, he's a guy that bounces around, starts in different positions almost every day, and gives guys breathers. Like, that's where he's most valuable. As an everyday shortstop, not so much.
Right. 100%. That being said, let's get into the recaps. All right. I'll get us kicked off with Tuesday for the Astros, 3-0. Paul Skeens, 8 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, 1 walk, 8 Ks. Gave up 1 home run to Christian Walker late in the game. He's got a 2.05 ERA right now. First couple innings, kind of shaky, got out with some nice double plays. And then after that was just locating, man. The spin rate on every single pitch was down significantly, but he was just dialing in every part of the zone, which was kind of surprised to me. Like, the ball was moving a ton, but Savant says otherwise. 21 whiffs and the 8 strikeouts, 21 whiffs. Santana came in, probably had his worst outing of the year, had 1/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 earned, 1 home run. Nicholas, in his debut since being recalled, had 2/3 of a clean inning. And then the offense, nothing really to talk about here. Nikki G was back, went 1 for 3. IKF had 2 hits. Everything was a single. They drove the ball early in this game. I know Horwitz put one to the wall. Kutch hit one into the notch. Nothing fell. As a team, 9 Ks, 1 walk, 4 hits, 0 for 4 runners in scoring position, 5 left on base. Had 1 error from Dennis Santana in the 9th. That was an ugly one. That's just when the inning was just falling apart. But just no run support and another excellent Paul Skeens start.
Excellent. If you told me that line, I'd say that's a win every time. Like he's been unbelievable. One of the best pitchers in the entire league, not just the National League, entire league. He's 21 whiffs, man, on 99 pitches. Unbelievable outing by him. Wednesday, 3-0, but in the Pirates' favor. A shutout. Tied the series up 1-1. Mike Burrows, his best outing since being called up. 5 1/3, 5 hits, no earned, no walks, and 6 Ks. Lowered the ERA to 5.27. He had 10 whiffs on 70 pitches. Man, for the pieces that I've watched of this game, Burrows looked really, really good. Looked really good. I really believe in him as a actual back end rotation piece on a contending team. I really do.
At the bare minimum, like a middle relief, a high innings eater guy.
Yeah, but I think he's a starter. I really do. I think this guy's a major league starter, and I believe in the stuff. I really do. And it's crazy because we got Bubba Chandler in AAA. Like, who do we move to make space for Bubba Chandler? I don't know. It's going to take getting Heaney and someone else.
Heaney. It's Heaney.
It's Heaney on the 1-year deal, but like, you make room for a guy like Bubba. I'm not saying that Bubba doesn't deserve to be on the team. He obviously does. He has higher upside than Mike Burrows, but it's a good problem to have right now. Shugart hold 2/3 of an inning. He finished the 6th for Mike. He had no hits, 1 walk, 1 K. The ERA is at 3.33. Braxton Ashcraft, nasty. He was our 3rd star. 2 innings, 1 hit, no earns, no walks, 3 Ks. Still has not given up a run. 4 whiffs on 32 pitches. I mean, nasty, man. I every time I watch him pitch, I am more impressed by the stuff. And I'm more, I feel cocky about my take on him being a bullpen guy at first to work to get his workload up, because I think it's a perfect role for him. I really do. And hey, he might end up in the bullpen. His stuff is nasty. So love what I'm seeing from Braxton Ashcraft. David Bednar, 7th save, 1 inning, 1 hit, no earned, 2 Ks, the 4.12 ERA, had 5 whiffs. Endy was 1 for 3 with a double. We also had Cruz he was our 2nd star yesterday, 2 for 4 with a double, 2 stolen bases. He's got 22 stolen bases on the year. Spencer Horwitz went 2 for 3, 8 hits total, 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position, 6 left on base, 7 Ks. Overall, great game. Kept him scoreless, pitched really well, hit the ball decently well. Now we'll see what happens. Right now, they just announced the game is projected to start at 10 p.m. We're recording it's 9:30 right now. 10 p.m. is a late game.
You want to head back?
I'm good. I'm going to go to bed after this, but I'll watch a little bit on TV.
Right.
But yeah, hopefully they can win the series tonight, or at least get most of the game in, if anything, because it didn't look good when we left. I'll just say that.
Yeah. Bad day to be at the park, but hopefully they squeeze this in, because I don't know when else they would.
Yeah.
After this weird Thursday night game. But let's take a break right here, Scott, and then we will be back with a preview of the weekend series against the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, we are back with a weekend series against the Phillies. Philadelphia right now, 37-24, second in the NL East. Friday, projected Bailey Falter versus Zach Wheeler. We don't know for sure about Zach Wheeler. He's on the paternity list right now, but it looks like he is going to start against Falter. Wheeler this year in 2025, 6-2 with a 2.96 ERA and 76 innings pitched, 12 games, 94 strikeouts with a .92 whip. Against the Pirates this year, 6 innings, 3 hits, no earned, 1 walk, 6 Ks, and a 5-2 Philadelphia win. The Arsenal, you're getting a little bit of everything here. You're getting a 4-seam at 41% of the time that sits mid-90s. And then you get a sinker, sweeper, split, cutter, and curve. Power pitcher with multiple plus pitches, excellent command in sequencing. The four-seam fastball, let's talk about it. Heavy, explosive, often sitting around 96 to 97. Uses it to challenge hitters up in the zone to generate swings and misses. And then the hard sinker, used more to induce weak contact, particularly against right-handed hitters. Good arm side run and complements the four-seamer well. And then the slider to finish off the arsenal. Sharp, two-plane break, effective swing and miss pitch, especially to righties. Can go back foot to lefties when commanded well. This is one of the league's premier pitchers, so it's going to be a tough weekend for the Pirates.
Yeah, absolutely, because they go right into Saturday against Ranger Suarez. He's going to face Andrew Heaney. Ranger Suarez this year is 4-0 with a 2.72 ERA, 36 and a third innings pitched, 6 games started, 33 Ks, and a 118 whip. He had a start against the Pirates on the 16th of May, where he went 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned, 1 walk, 6 Ks, gave up a home run to Alexander Canario, opposite field home run. I remember watching that at a bar in Mount Lebo. It was an 8-4 Phillies win. We got swept that series, right?
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately. But Ranger Suarez goes sinker, change, four-seam, cutter, curve, slider. He'll go to the sinker and change the most. He'll mix in the four-seam and the cutter to get different fastball variances. Thrives on command, movement, and mixing pitches, keeping hitters off balance despite not overpowering them with velocity. His four-seam fastball, not overpowering, like we said, but well located, effective when elevated or used to set up his secondary pitches. His changeup is probably his best pitch. Excellent fade and deception, especially against right-handed pitchers. This is what do they call it? A pitcher, not a thrower.
Right.
So this is a really good arm. He's going to be calculated and really confuse hitters. So it'll be a tough matchup. Two strong lefties, Suarez versus Heaney on Saturday.
Let's go to Sunday. Left-handed pitcher Christopher Sanchez versus the Paul Skeens. Sanchez this year, 2025, 5-1 with a 3.15 ERA and 65 and 2/3 innings pitched, 12 games, 74 Ks with a 1.31 whip. The Arsenal 3-pitch mix, sinker, change, slider, sinker heavy at 49% of the time. He's refined his control in the past years, sequencing to become a more reliable left-handed starter with plus ground ball tendencies and improving strikeout ability. The sinker, heavy arm side run, his primary weapon, generates a ton of ground balls in weak contact when commanded down in the zone. And then to finish it off, the changeup is a plus pitch with excellent tumble and fade, extremely effective against right-handed hitters, and a true out pitch. You're getting Philadelphia's best this weekend, man. It's going to be a tough series. You know who's in the lineup on the other side of the ball, but you got Skeens, you got a hot Bailey Falter coming off of an excellent May, and then hopefully you get a good start out of Andrew Heaney. Just got to score runs. Name of the game. We say it every series. Got to get the bats going. Before we get out of here, you got any closing remarks?
No, this series is going to be tough, man. Second team in the NL East. The Phillies have been a strong team in the NL over the past few years. But I'll tell you what, if you want to have a good time on Saturday, come downtown after the game. We're going to have a post-game show between Howl at the Moon and Proper Brick Oven in this space, the courtyard space there on 7th Street, owned by Proper Brick Oven. Post-game show. I'm really excited about that, man. We posted it today, the official announcement, but we'll be there probably, I'm assuming like around 7-ish is when the game will start. And our show will probably be like 30 minutes or so, but come down, grab a drink, and let's talk Bucks. It'll be a fun time.
There'll be a bar outside.
Yeah.
Music. Go dance, go talk to some people, and then go talk Bucks, right? So again, Proper Brick Oven, right after the Philadelphia Phillies game, we'll be doing a post-game show. The show itself will probably be 20 minutes, right? Quick, easy, to the point, and then we'll be around drinking, enjoying, hopefully, the nice weather. Fingers crossed. And then that morning, don't forget, we have our live show at Allegheny Coffee and Tea, as we always do every other Saturday, 10 a.m. Show up, ask a question about the Pirates. You get a free coffee. Best deal in Pittsburgh. And then go over to YouTube, subscribe at Bucko Banter, like, share, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, and then go over to all the social media. Go like everything, follow, send it, share. We appreciate you a lot. If you're listening, we love you too. Leave a 5-star review. And until next time, raise it.
Raise it.
Best seats at the Pirates game, they let me run the base. Yeah, my time is like my money, cause I can't afford to waste. Wifey is a lawyer, take my date to my dates, or the steak by the plates. And